Some great jazz. Jason, thanks so much for joining us now. Happy Wednesday to you.
Happy Wednesday to you, and thank you for having me.
Jason, let's dive right into this. I mean, we're a couple of days out. The excitement's got to be there. Is this like the proverbial calm before the storm?
It is, every time before a major event, there's always that great energy and that excitement that leads up to it and everything. But it's very calm looking at the weather and everything. It's going to be a great weekend. So we are all excited to have everyone down on the arch grounds.
Especially at this time in the year, I can only imagine you got families getting ready to start their school years back up. Everyone's kind of getting in that last bit of summer fun. And to do this, concerts are free to attend, correct?
Yes, it's free
Wow.
thanks to our generous sponsors, who make this accessible for the community to come down.
Jason, fill me in on your time with the Gateway Arch Park Foundation and your involvement with the event.
Yeah, so I am the senior manager of events for Gateway Arts Park Foundation, and I've been involved with the festival for actually the whole duration of the 11 years that it's been going
Oh,
on. So
wow.
I started on the production side of it, and now I'm on the actual planning of the event. So.
Which did you prefer? Just because this answer is normally one or two ways. Do you like the production side or the planning side a little bit more?
I enjoy both of it. I like to experience both sides and see, how creative we can get in the process. But I will say I like the planning side just a little bit more.
You have to have some really cool regional partners to put this on, and a great team of volunteers. And I'm sure just the whole nine yards when it comes to this. Take me through the bodies that make this event what it is.
Yeah, so we are thankful for our partnership with the National Park Service. Blues at the Arch is one of the few major music festivals that can happen on national park grounds. So we wouldn't be able to do this without our partnership with the National Blues. I mean, without the National Park Service. Then our partners at Bi-State who run the trams and the river boats. Also, Great Rivers Greenway, Explore St. Louis. All those partners in the city of St. Louis really help to make this as big as it is.
It's just fantastic to see this, and it's what I think is so unique is that music again bringing 10,000 plus to one spot over the weekend, just bringing people together. And over the
Mhm.
event, what do you see from an administrator standpoint of this? Just the sights and sounds of it. Is there one of the is it is there a chance for you ever to kind of just take a breath and see everyone interacting and just having a good time?
I do. I do make sure that I take a moment just to take it all in and to see people from all different parts of the metropolitan area come down and just experience a fun, exciting weekend. Like whether anything that they had going on throughout the beginning of the week, they can just relax, enjoy some fun, some great food from our local food trucks, and experience just great community coming down and enjoying great live free music.
Let's take them through the music lineup real quick, and then we'll talk a little bit about what we can expect from the food and all the other great components of this. Take me through the music lineup over the weekend, if you could.
Yeah, so we start Friday evening with the Solar Blues Band. So we
Nice.
definitely have to put that local love and spin on the festival. And then we end the night with Mr. Sip. So Mr. Sip is a national recording artist from Mississippi who will come down and just give his take and his flair on the genre and closes out on Friday. Saturday we begin again at 1:30 with a DJ just to bring in the energy and to start the movement off. And then we'll go right into another Mississippi artist, Mr. J Blues. So he's a
Cool.
artist from Mississippi as well. One of our partners in this Visit Mississippi. So we've had two artists that came to support the festival. So this is a national festival that comes. So we have partnerships from all over the country to help make this happen. Then we have Lady J Houston, who is another St. Louis
Cool.
artist, and she'll be performing in the afternoon, and they'll be followed up by Toronto Cannon from Chicago. And after his performance, we'll have a fireworks celebration. So what a great way to to close out the second day of the festival, other than fireworks.
Yeah.
And then we continue on Sunday. So Sunday we'll have Devin C. Williams. He was a contestant on American Idol.
Oh.
Who'll be coming down and giving his spin on it. And then we'll have closing out Truly Bray. So she's from Louisiana, and she just puts her different spin on the genre as well. So it's something for everyone. If you aren't, really familiar with blues music, there's something that you can get and relate to at the festival.
This is a really great lineup, and what a great showcase too of, really I think so much. And Jason, you've been a part of this for 11 years. St. Louis has been the providing source of so many great musical moments and so many great musical icons in many genres, and blues
Yeah.
especially. There's so many times where with my professional wrestling stuff when I got to travel, people loved the blues in St. Louis. I mean, that was a big deal to go to the Oyster Bar or to go to the blues bar in downtown. And
Yeah.
you know, I just think it's really cool that you all have a way to really capitalize on the greatness that St. Louis has had in terms to music, and also use this as a way to again utilize the grounds as St. Louis is in the Midwest region's living room. I mean, this is really just one of the coolest things to tie in.
It is, and we are honored to continue that legacy of blues music. And just, I think of it as, being the, soundtrack of America.
Yep.
Blues has a little bit of every genre a part of it. And what better way to pay homage to it than with this festival?
It's so
Um,
we just had Miles Davis's 100th birthday over in Alton that
we
we
did.
were celebrating
Yeah.
too, and it's
Yeah.
just I really hope that our friends over at Alton and the Illinois side of the river bend get through that proverbial wall that sometimes they see right there on the water, because this is a great experience to bring with the whole family to. Take me through the food truck lineup if you can. I don't want to put you on the spot if there's too many vendors, but if you could give us the sights and sounds of what we can expect.
Yeah, so we have a lot of local food trucks who will be there the entire weekend, like Food Baby, who will be doing smash burgers, jive
Nice.
turkey. We have Little Busy Bee, and then we have some liquor options as well. So Poor Decisions with their Passport mobile bar, they'll be mixing drinks up for the whole family, and also mocktails. So for the kiddos and everything and stuff like that, they can feel a part of the celebration and have a non-alcoholic drink as well.
Fantastic. So, just to reiterate, it's a family-friendly event, family-friendly activities as well. I was
Mhm.
also seeing that there's a kids corner. Fill me in on this.
Yeah, the Kids Corner, and that's featuring Big Brothers and Big Sisters who will be
Really
doing
cool.
a lot of family inclusive events there. Like they'll have bubble machines, coloring activities, big yard games and stuff. So for those kids, to get involved and active, they can learn about the difference in the music instruments that the blues genre uses and stuff like that, and really feel a part of the festival.
I love this. I mean, I just think this is so important. And also, there's a new educational program exploring the bluesprint. Filming it on that is going to be really cool.
Yeah, so on
That's
Saturday,
awesome.
we wanted to, really educate the community about the importance and the rich legacy that blues has played in the St. Louis area, the whole Midwest area, actually. So we've compiled a panel of blues legends and icons who will be, sharing their experience in the genre and, the trials and tribulations of, making a success of it in the community, and really educating us on the importance it is to tell these stories and preserve this history and make sure that we're telling future generations about what all transpired along the Mississippi River.
It's really important, and I'm glad that there's an educational component to it too. I love the tie-in there, and I really
Mhm.
hope that we just all get out there and absorb everything we can of this event, because the more that we can truly learn about this, I think the more appreciation we then get for just our area and the historical significance in which the St. Louis region plays.
Yeah.
Jason, I what I think is so important. Um, that I think that I wanted to hit on too is you guys do such a great job to activate the park throughout the year. And what I mean by that is, there's so many. I mean, you guys are a national staple, you're a national park system, but to have these events to where, yeah, I might have seen the arch, 4 or 5 times, or I might go there, but there's a true reason to be there. And that's why I keep going back to this living room scenario, because when I see the photos, it is one of the most beautiful things to see from any event that you all have. that you're truly, I mean, bringing people in, not just from St. Louis, but all throughout the area to come in, and it's thousands of people. And we talk about economic impact. Let's talk about community impact. When you get to be around 10,000 people and just, just talk and just get to be back in the old kind of the old community days of things, you know?
Yeah, that's really one of our defining missions at the foundation, just to make sure that the arts ground stays vital and accessible for everyone. So if you came as a child, we want you to come back again as an adult and experience it on a regular basis. If it's, going up to the top of the trams and seeing it. From both sides of the river, or taking a riverboat cruise, or just coming down with your dog and everything for one of the, the like Arch Bark, like that's our dog festival that we have in the springtime, or coming down to, picnic in your park, that our fundraiser that we have that just allows you to enjoy the 91 acres that we have down right here in your, living room. That's what we say. We love to say that, the arch is for everyone. So we want you to come down, enjoy it, and live in it. Yeah,
I love that, man. I just think it's so cool. And before we wrap everything up, we can support your guys' efforts. You guys are a nonprofit arm, and that means that
Yeah.
Uncle Sam loves us to love you guys. How can we support you throughout the year, and what can we do to help create even more lasting memories?
Yeah, so we are so thankful for our 1,000 plus members who are involved
Wow.
with the foundation and everything, and all that information can be found on our website at archpark.org/membership. You can learn how you can be active, and if you want to volunteer, or do any of the things that we do throughout the year. All that information is found, and we are more than happy to educate you and have you be a part of this great movement in St. Louis, to making our whole region succeed.
This is so cool. And I hope that everyone grabs a blanket and a lawn chair and experiences just a great weekend of music, camaraderie, community, great food, and just the Gateway Arch Park Foundation doing what you guys do best. Okay, before I let you go, is there any no before we goes like that you would like us to be aware of, any FAQs that we could help ourselves with?
Come early. There's plenty of parking around Laclede Landing. So the festival happens in the North Gateway. So that's the new addition of the park that we did that borders Laclede Landing. So come early, bring your water bottle. It will be warm, but we want you, to stay hydrated, and just to come down and have fun. So that's really the last things that I want you to know about before you come.
Fantastic. Updates on social media?
Yep, updates are on our social media and our website about anything
Fantastic.
that happens throughout the whole weekend.
Jason, it was a pleasure speaking with you. Best of luck this weekend and keep up the great work with the Arch Park Foundation.
Yeah, thank you for having me, and look forward to seeing you all down there this weekend.
Really cool. We'll take a quick break. 10:25. We're going to come back with more show on this